Hello everyone. Tomorrow is election day in many European countries. People all around Europe are voicing their opinion and shaping the future of the European Union. However, when I looked into what the parties are actually representing, I found many useless information, a lot of talking without actually saying anything, which was quite disappointing. Not everyone has time to look into everything in detail, so I decided to make a simple video about what these parties are actually representing, so you can make a more informed decision tomorrow. I'm going to start with the conservative parties. The biggest one is the European People's Party, which is a liberal conservative party led by Manfred Weber. They are Christian Democrats, and their ideas are quite similar to what Angela Merkel believes in. They want to go hard on illegal immigration, however, they also support legal migration into Europe and emphasize on solidarity. They also created a plan to help African countries to stop immigration into Europe, which is a noble cause, in my opinion. Even though they support traditional values, a lot of them believe in some forms of social justice, for example, modern feminism. Even if they don't really emphasize on this, it was important to mention. When I was looking through their website, they also mentioned that they want to promote what they believe are European values and fight against nationalism and populism. They do not really want a centralized European Union or a European superstate. Instead, they are in favor of the status quo or maybe some minor expansions of the EU. Yeah, when it comes to the economy, their stance is quite pro-business. They want to invest in education, innovation, and when it comes to climate change, they do not plan to make any radical changes. Manfred Weber said that they want to overcome pollution through innovation, not regulations, because regulations damage the economy. However, according to the oppositions on the left, that would not be enough. In short, they are pro-immigration, conservative, pro-Europeanists, pro-business, and moderate on climate change. The second conservative party is the European Conservatives and Reformists, led by Jan Zahradil. Sorry for the pronunciation, which is a social conservative Eurosceptic party. Their main objective is to create a decentralized European Union because they believe that there is just too much bureaucracy and the European Union cannot work as efficiently as nation states can. However, they still believe that the European Union is a positive uh, thing and they want to reform it to keep it from falling apart. They are harder on immigration than the European People's Party is and want to give control back to nation states to protect their borders against illegal immigrants. They believe that nation states should have a right to decide if they want to accept immigrants into their own country. In economy, they are pro-free trade, however, they don't believe that the European Union is allocating its financial resources efficiently, so they would rather give more freedom to nation states in this regard as well, and lower the budget of the European Union. They believe that the European Union shouldn't regulate nation states when it comes to climate change either, however, they do support renewable energy. In short, the European conservatives and reformists are anti-immigration, conservative, Eurosceptic, and anti-federalist, and they are also moderate on climate change. The third conservative party is the European Alliance of Peoples and Nations, which is composed of some prominent right-wing parties throughout Europe. Most notable ones are Italy's Lega, which is Matteo Salvini's party, Germany's Alternative für Deutschland, and France's Front National. They have lots of disagreements on what to do in certain issues, and they do not have plan on economics, for example. However, they do agree on being hard on immigration, and they want to preserve what they believe are European values and culture. The purpose of the party is to be anti-establishment and bring some change on how the European Union works. Other than that, they do not have a party program as far as I can tell. In short, the Party of European Alliance of Peoples and Nations is anti-immigration, conservative, Eurosceptic, and anti-establishment. So these were the conservative parties, more or less, on the right, and now let's take a look at parties on the left. The biggest left-wing party currently is the Progressive Alliance of Socialists and Democrats, which is a social democrat party. They believe that legal immigration is necessary for the future of Europe, and solidarity is their first priority when it comes to migration, meaning that they want to provide food, shelter, and healthcare for migrants coming into the European Union. They are also keen on enforcing migrant quotas and punishing the governments that refuse. Since they are social democrats, they also want to help trade unions and create more employee-friendly environments for Europeans and increase the minimum wage throughout Europe while also increasing the taxation of upper classes. They are also progressives, meaning that they are supporting modern feminism, LGBT rights, and fighting against hate speech is also one of their top priorities. While most right-wing parties are against centralization, most left-wing parties are for it, including this party, which is not that surprising considering the fact that they want to give more power to the European Union so that they can implement more regulations for labor laws, climate change, which they consider to be a greater threat that needs to be tackled even if the economy is damaged. However, it's important to emphasize that they are not federalists. In short, the Progressive Alliance of Socialists and Democrats is pro-immigration, progressive, pro-Europeanist, pro-employee, and radical on climate change. The next and last party is the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats, which is a party quite similar to the Social Democrats. The key difference is that this party is not that socialist in nature. However, they are more radical on social justice, meaning that they also support modern feminism, LGBT rights, and they also fight against those who they perceive as a threat to democracy and liberalism. Since their stances are quite similar to the Social Democrats, I didn't really found much difference between them. If you are interested about that, you can always just visit their websites and find out yourself. And they are pro-immigration, progressive, pro-Europeanist, and radical on climate change. That concludes this video. Even if the European Parliament does not have that much power at the moment, the elections are still important, so I urge you to vote. I hope I helped you at least choose the party that represents you the most. Even if it helped a little, I'm satisfied. Well, that's it. Bye.